Hello, welcome to American BBQers. Today we're going to go over chicken thighs and how to cook them. First, always start with a clean cutting board, sharp knife. You're going to want to take your chicken thigh, you're going to want to peel this top skin off. Okay, once you get it off and over, check your underside, make sure you get this right here. You want to take and you want to trim off all the fat that you can see on your chicken thigh. Get rid of that. Get rid of that a little bit. Flip it over. You want to check your underside. Get rid of all this excess fat that you got going on down here, like so. And once you got all that, I'm going to take a look at your skin. You get rid of any oversized excess skin. I like to take the bottom skin off. That tends to have a little more fat than most. Okay, you got your top skin. You want to examine the underside of it. Some of them can have a lot of excess fat on the underside. You just want to take a nice sharp knife and just lightly take that fat off. Too much fat, you will not get that nice crispy skin that everybody is looking for when they go to do their chicken. Anything like this right here, that stringiness, get that off. Get that out of the way. Okay. And then one of the most important things on your chicken, seasoning. A lot of people just put seasoning on top of the chicken and that's it. Today, I'm going to be trying out the Grill Mates Montreal chicken, something everybody can get. I've never tried it, so we're going to do a little experimenting with it. I like to take and start with the bottom. Give it a nice bit of seasoning on it. I fold the skin back and get seasoning on the meat as well. I'm going to take my skin, flip it back over. And then from here, I'm going to examine it. Take a little extra off if I need to. Skin, we don't want any excess skin flap hanging anywhere. So I'm going to stretch it out. I'm just going to take that right off. Okay. Then just take a look. Got a little extra flap here. Take that flap off like that. And then if you're doing barbecue competitions, you would actually look over this really well, and you want to make this as uniform as possible. They almost make them into a perfect rectangle, most of them. I don't go to that extreme. I don't like to get rid of that much excess meat. I like to keep it on my chicken. So after you season it all like that, you got it all trimmed, you're good to go. Hit a little seasoning on top of your chicken, like so. Just set it aside. Now, if you want to take it a step further, you could actually, instead of throwing just seasoning on the underside of the skin, take a couple slices of lemon, put under there, maybe a couple sprigs of fresh herbs, shove under there, pull that skin flap back over, and then continue seasoning the top of it. I'm going to continue trimming the rest of these chicken thighs that I have. When we come back, I will be ready to put them on the grill. But remember, before you put anything on your grill, you need to start it and let it run a good half an hour to get that temperature stabilized. And that's with most pellet grills. Even some pellet grills take closer to 45 minutes before they actually start stabilizing. So I'm going to get that started. I'm going to continue trimming these chicken thighs, and when we come back, I'll show you putting them on the grill and getting everything started with that. Okay, we have our chicken nice and trimmed, seasoned. I've got my grill preheating to 375 at the moment. As soon as I put these chickens on, I'm going to kick it down to 350. I always put my smallest pieces towards this side of the grill. I get my larger pieces over here. This grill has hot and cold spots. Hot spot is over on the left, the cold spot is on the right. I'm going to get my probe in here, get it closed, and I'm going to drop it down to 350. We're going to cook that chicken to 150 degrees. Say 150 degrees, it's not cooked. I'm going to come out, baste my chicken with a little barbecue sauce that I thin out with some orange blossom honey. It's going to be just a nice thin glaze. That's how I like it. Your competition, BBQers, that's how they do it, because that's how their judges like their chicken. I suggest doing it that way with just a thin glaze. Most people do not like a thick barbecue sauce on their chicken, ribs, whatever else you're cooking. If you do a thin glaze, you'll get the flavor. You won't overpower it. And if somebody wants to add more, they actually have the ability to. Because it's hard to take some of that away. So you don't want to do it. Let somebody add more if that's what they're looking for. We're going to let these go until it hits 150 degrees. We'll come back out and we'll baste it. Okay, we're back. It got a little windy outside, so I can't have my tripod set up. So I'm going to use a selfie stick. Got my barbecue sauce right here and ready. Come on out here. Set up. Our chicken has hit 150 degrees. So we're going to give it a little baste. All right. Turn you around here. What we got going on so far. All right, now I'm just going to just give it a baste. Watch me baste it. We don't want to go super thick. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and shut the lid. With a pellet grill, you don't want to leave the lid open for too long. You will make your smoke temperature drop way down, way too low. So you want to do this in little segments when you go to baste anything. Okay, doing in segments. I'm going to get it all basted up. The next time you join me, I'm going to be getting ready to eat. All right, we're back. Right here is your finished product. And the one thing everybody looks for when they cook. How is it, guys?
It's good. It's good.
Good.
All right. Don't forget to go to Z Grills Nation Facebook group and request to join.